Good evening. Merry Christmas. Can you hear me? I hope you can. How are we all doing? Oh, hey there. So yes, it is the next day of Christmas. Yeah, I'm doing good, Adster. I'm doing good. Yesterday I did a lot of work on sort of the visuals for Time Shock. Today, I kind of mainly focused on what was happening today, actually, on the stream. You'll see in a moment what it is. But I was sort of focusing my efforts on that to make certain that it was going to be good. And also writing a few extra questions as well. Time Shock is looking pretty good, but there's a hell of a lot of extra work still to do, especially in question writing, which is what scares me the most, actually, is getting that sorted. Let's say hello to everyone in chat first, though. So Connor was first, Aspie was second. Then we've got Shadowmane. The Naked Grandma is in the house, as always. Color, welcome. Thank you for the 8-month resub there, Puzzle Dan. Hello, Natter. Hello, AJT Blue. Hello there, Dogfish with a 5-month resub. Thank you very much for that. Ahoy, ahoy. Score count, Adster, Ramsey Fox, etc. Shadowmane. We like shapes. We all like shapes. Prugs, Togi, Mick like Substance with the 7th-month resub. You're hoping for some 1 versus 100 today? Well, we'll reveal that in a moment. Maybe it's 1 versus 100. Could be Time Shock. No, definitely not Time Shock yet. Outright you want? Well, we'll find out. Hello there, Procyon, welcome. Hello there also to Mike Dexbach. Also to Top 1 Gaming. And Midget and Samster and Giggles. Hello there, Giggles. And Pumman Ben, Lupine 1, Jimmy T, TJ Nayland. Scooter Durst, Jimmy T, and all the names. And also, hello to Procyon's class as well. I'm waving to camera. I'm not even on screen at the moment because I've not got the right layout up. Hang on. Stream Deck. Let's wake you up. OBS. Yeah, that's the one. Profiles. That one. Go to the main layout, would you please? Thank you very much. So this is our Quizmas calendar. We've already had The Purge, Wipeout, Winning Lines, Danger Zone 2, and Deciphered. We had back-to-back W's and we had back-to-back D's. I just realised that. Well, will I be continuing the trend with the D's, or will I be going off to something else? Is there a Whiskers in her throne? She's looking the wrong way, but yes, she is there. You had back-to-back Ds this week, but the joke is too obvious. Well done, Clive. So, what do you think it all is going to be this evening, then? Will it be drop? Maybe. What are you thinking? Go on, chat. Give us your proposals. Outright? I mean, she doesn't consider it to be the wrong way. That's true, Shapes. 1 versus 100 or Tournament. 1 versus 100. Tournament Outright Festive Edition. Have I stopped the snow? Yeah, it should be on the settings so that now when it's off screen, it turns itself off. So yes. The Return of Wiki Blank, Quizmas Impossible, Attack About 25, Puzzle Quiz Attack 169, 1,000 Heartbeats. I'm Scared. I've not heard of that show before. Shafted. Oh, wow, that would be an interesting one if we decided to do that. Let's turn music off. Estate of Panic, but everyone has to put on a Welsh accent. There's a lot of love out there for Outright. Well, we'll reveal all now. Release the Hounds. That's basically what we're doing now. It's going to be releasing the Hounds. Divided. Oh, God. No, I'm not going to do Divided. Quiplash Battle Royale. Total Wipeout, the actual course in left, 100%. Yeah, so... the poker face, the genius, the weakest link, dual battle royale, impromptu duel tournament. What's that smell? Well, let's open up. What is behind the 6th door, which says the 9th, because today is the 9th, but it's the 6th day of Quizmas. What is behind door number 6? He says that it stutters again, and also audio. I don't know why it stutters on mine. It plays fine on Ben's. Because it's just a particle effect, and it just does not like it. But there it is. It's dual. It's dual. Only one person, I think, mentioned dual out there. It is missing a word. Oh, yes, we are continuing the Ds. It's missing an extra word on there. And that extra word, of course, you should know what that is now. Put an R on the end. Royale. Duel Royale is what we're going to be playing. So let me switch the server on. So we are going to be playing some Duel Royale tonight. It's been a while since we've done some Duel stuff, so we are going to be doing some Duel Royale. And the prize this evening, if you manage to be the Duel winner, you'll get a £20 gift on Steam. £20 of Steam gifted goodness if you are the winner of Duel Royale this evening. Yes, £20. Yes, we're upping the ante here. And a guaranteed £20 gifted that's different. Gifted Steam card. That's the word I was looking for. Yes, 20 of Her Majesty's pound sterling, just in virtual currency. So yeah, that's what we're going to be playing for. £20 of Steam is an awful lot. It certainly can be. It certainly can be with various games, not shows necessarily, various games being not too expensive, especially with Christmas sales coming around as well. So I need to switch the Duber on, which I've now just done. I think the server should be live now. People are trying to connect already. That's fine. We'll do that in a moment. Let me start this game up, which will then hopefully connect to it. Oh no, hang on. Let me use the right layout for that. I need multi-duel. I need my multi-duel layout open, like that, and then press play. And interestingly, Nightbot is interestingly not being able to put the link out. Let me get you the link, everyone. Should be that guy. Should be that guy. So hopefully now you should be able to join up on that. Holy shit, how many connections are opening up there? So join in on that, set yourself a name, hit set name, and then you should appear on screen. Those particles are a little bit too... they're a bit hard to read the names in front of. Let me change that. Star particles, let's change the alphaing of that a bit so that they're not as dominant. Well, that didn't do anything. Who set that really long name? Whoever set this www. I don't know who you are, so I'm not going to be able to gift you anything if you win. That's all I'm going to say, is if you're considering wanting to win something, then give yourself a sensible name that I can identify you by. I'm going to be a bit of a hard taskmaster this time round. So, thank you. So I need to change the color over lifetime so that it is not as alphaed. Turn the alphaing down. Turn the alphaing down. Turn the alphaing down. There we go. You can still see it sort of snow. Are we running out of player name spots? Oh no, we've just got enough right at this moment. I need to join the Discord and everything. Yes, we need people in their official places. So let me join that. Let me join that and drag in. I think everything should be good. I need to mute Quizbot on my end so I don't hear it through myself. And hello, score count.
Good evening.
I think stream can hear you. I can hear you. That seems to be good. Do we have the Matt around? Do we have the Matt the ref around? Because this is his opportunity to shine.
I'm not pulling double duty again.
Well, luckily I have some of my own factoidals anyway, so because I've written some of these questions. And yes, I have in this game. I've actually set it to use a forced set of questions to start with, and then if we still have not got a winner out of it after that, then we go to just randomly picking afterwards.
So final rules.
So final rules. So I know of the first 22 questions tonight.
22 questions right.
Yeah, I know. It's a weird number, but it was just the number of questions that I could find and write myself that seemed to work okay. So it's a mixture of holiday theme and also a mixture of generally very easy, medium, and up to hard questions that I could find that haven't been proofed yet. I just randomly picked a few that I liked the idea of, and I proofed them and put them through. And also there are a couple of holiday questions that were already approved, and I put those two in as well, if my memory serves. So, did I write the first 22? Well, I wrote some of the first 22, Coolio. And hopefully the questions are good. Hopefully they're all good. Because I didn't necessarily go through the right proofing procedures. I kind of self-proofed them, which is generally a naughty no-no. But on my head be it if they are factually incorrect.
You're in charge.
Yes, I'm in charge, so it's my questions, my rules. So if they're wrong...
rules don't apply to you.
Absolutely. If the question's wrong, then I'm making it right tonight.
You hear the people singing the songs of angry men.
You have to have 10 poker chips on your desk. Well, I know Tipster likes to play with chips on their desk, normally in a standard deal, just so that they can keep track of how many the opponent has. It's just easier that way. So, for those that do not know what Duel is, when you join the game, you'll see on screen here that you have 10 of these circular things and 3 minutes. I'll tell you what those actually mean in a moment. So 10 of those circular things, those are chips, sort of like poker chips, and you have those to play with on any of the questions going forward. At all times, you must cover at least the correct answer. If you do not cover the correct answer on each question, then you'll be eliminated. However, because you have 10 chips, you can elect to play more than one chip on answers on a question, because there's 4 possible answers. So if you're completely not certain about a particular question and its answers, then you can cover all 4 answers and guarantee you getting it correct. However, any chips you place on wrong answers will be removed from play. So if you did do that and play on all 4 possible answers, yes, you'll be through on the question, but you will lose 3 of the chips that you had played. So that 10 is what you start with. It is all about strategy, yes. Then generally in Duel, it's also, you've got psychological effect of playing against one other person and trying to think how many chips are they going to play versus yourself. This is a mass duel, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, the psychological effect is slightly not there anymore, but the game still sort of works. And yes, you have 10 chips, and it's also, you all have an individual clock to play with as well. So you see there 3 minutes on your clock. I forget if it actually will be 3 minutes for you or 1.5 minutes. I'll have a look in a moment. You will be playing with 1.5 minutes to start with. So 3 minutes is just the default it generates with. But when we start the game proper, you will have 1.5 minutes on your clock to start with. And you can use that time however you will while a question is live. Once you've locked your chips down on a question, then the timer stops. Sort of like a chess clock, if you can think of it like that. However, if your time hits 0, then it will lock down whatever you have down on the board, no matter what. There is a top-up time, so if your timer does drop below 20 seconds on a question and you survive that, then we will bump your time back up to 20 seconds. So you'll always have a minimum of 20 questions to think on a particular question.
20 questions?
20 seconds to think on a particular question, or 20, yes. Numbers and words are hard. We have some minor name account overflow. No, you don't, because I can just adjust the layout to suit. I could do Da 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 da
That's a piece of music you use for this occasion, I suppose.
Yep, it is now. So there we go. We now have space for another column there, just like that. So how many do we have in at the moment? 3, 6. Is it 9 per column at the moment?
It's 5. It's 10 per column. No, it's 9. It is 9.
9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 48 players then. Yeah, 48 players. What away from a 49ers. Who knew Christmas deal could be so sexy? Absolutely, Shadowmane. And yes, all of the questions are multiple choice. You'll be playing everything from that browser window. And you'll see the question appear. You'll see the 4 possible answers. And you'll just click on the button itself. In fact, I could even show you if I were at... Well, I can't right now because I need... Well, I could join. I could join and then I can show you on screen what happens with a test question. And then we can just ignore me afterwards. So I'm not in the run of the game. I'm just joining just so that we can do an example of it later. When we do the test question, because we always do a test question to make certain everything's working for as many people as we can. There will probably be situations where the technology fails, and I can't really do much about that, I'm afraid. What I can say, though, is remember what name you join in on. Because if, for some reason, the internet drops out on your end, and you need to refresh the page, if it says disconnected at the top left corner or something like that, then you should be able to rejoin the game as long as you connect with the name that is currently up there on the screen. However, it does know if someone is still already connected to another name on there, so don't try and join on someone else's name like that. Also, we're all playing for fun, although there is a prize attached to the winner, so fair play across all, please.
Mm-hmm.
Hello there, Westernator. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Plot twist, Ash wins. I mean, I technically could, but I'm not going to. I'm literally going to just... I'm only joining just so I can show you the test question when we do that, for those that have not seen this system before, because it is all very custom for me, and stuff and things. We'll give you another minute to join in if you haven't done so already. So do let me... I say let me know. No. I'll let you know when we start. Yes, words are hard. Also, water. Water is good.
Water can also be hard.
That's true. It can also be soft. So hopefully the questions I've put in, they start off at a reasonable difficulty and then increase. And there's one in there that I kind of like.
I was gonna make a guess of what it is, but knowing my reputation being in this chair, that guess would be right. So...
let me put that away, close that down. It'll be all good. I think we're all good. All right. Although you should be able to join afterwards, which is a bit weird. Is it yours? Can I remember which ones were authored by various people? I probably can. No, it's not yours, Car. But I think I do have one of yours in here somewhere. Yeah, I seem to remember one of yours is in here somewhere. But it's not yours. And we'll keep it as a secret for when they pop up, absolutely. Okay, we're going to do the test question. So, I'm going to hit a button that reveals a test question option, and hopefully on your screen, which I will also show on my side of things. So I'm going to pop this over here, like that, and I'm going to hit the test question button, and hopefully you'll see it. So, test question. This is a test question. The answer is 42. It says 20 seconds. Don't worry about that. We're only doing that for the purposes of a test question, I believe. Although it seems weird that it would be only that long. Because I'm certain it shouldn't be that long, but okay. We'll do that, and then I hit the button to reveal the options. I need to give me the correct option from those options, which I believe should be D. And then we have lockin.wav. Here it comes. There it is. There's locking.wav. So yeah, I decided to play just one chip on D, but you can choose as many answers that you have chips available. It tells you up here what your time and chip availability is. Yes, be careful, at least certainly with the beginning, with the lock-in sounds, because it is rather loud. So I'm now going to reveal the given options from everyone. So that's where everyone has played. And there's a mixture of answers, some with B, some with D, some with no answers at all, although they have, whoops, I have to go, so presumably they had to do something else. But everyone else has looked in an answer, so it looks like it seems to be working for everyone. And I can reveal the correct answer this time was actually B. So I was wrong.
You've seen 1764 enough times, Ash, at this point.
I know, but I'm just demonstrating that I locked in on the wrong answer. It showed me here that this is the correct answer, but I did not cover it. So I would be, at this point, eliminated, a.k.a. yes. And you should now be able to use that emote here, by the way. You should have @bash gone now, if you're using FrankenFaceC. I think it is. Yes, FrankenFaceC should be there. There it is. Yeah, there it is. So now you have that. So that's how it all works for all the newbies. I'm going to hide the question. I'm going to hit the reset button. Hit the reset button, reset match, like that. So now everyone's reset back to where they were. So you all have 10 chips of 1.5 minutes on your individual clocks. So as I say, you can use that 1.5 minutes however you wish on whatever questions, but it'll only get topped up if you fall below 20 seconds. So use your time wisely. Is that and there are no accelerators in this game because there's so many players, and I don't want to involve accelerators when there's 40 odd players in play. So no accelerators.
Accelerator.wav.
Accelerator.wav. That will be carnage, yes. So yes, use the time to think about the answers and play fair, and good luck. Any other questions from anyone before we start? Just from me trying to be as fair as possible, because there is a prize at stake at the end of this. This is your last chance to. Favorite color? My favorite color, it goes between blue or green, depends on the day. Jimmy thinks he understands. Would I like a toasted tea cake? Oh, I would love a toasted tea cake right now. Absolutely would love one. Especially with some high quality butter on it. Is that it? I think everyone is happy with it then. All right. I think if everyone is happy, go then. You'll have Pepsi or Coke. Either, actually. I don't mind either. I also go with the Asda own brand or the Sainsbury's own brand because I know. What's the answer to the question? Sorry, I can't tell you that. Pepsi Max? Yeah, I go with Pepsi Max as well. What's the capital of Syria? I don't know that one, actually. Sacrilege. Right, we're going to get this game underway. Thank you very much for your patience. Hope you're all ready. So, with £20 of Steam gifting on the line, everyone is in play. Let's duel. Yes, the lights work. Thank goodness. Hopefully this is a nice, easy question for you all to start with. First question is... which mythical creature is said to transform on the night of a full moon? Your options are Bigfoot, Leprechaun, Loch Ness Monster, or Werewolf. Oh, I've just realised. Well, everyone apart from myself and Whoops, I Have to Go have locked in. So what I'm going to do on this one occasion is I'm going to speed up time, because I can do that. There we go. I've sped up time.
To the time warp again.
So I've timed myself out, and Whoops, I Have to Go. They have not locked in an answer, so we've just gotten through that. Everyone else has locked in something. Hopefully everyone has locked in on the same answer. Let's find out where you played. Yes, everyone has played on D apart from Whoops, I Have to Go and myself. So, hopefully D, Werewolf, is the right answer. Otherwise, we're going to sudden death, which I haven't explained before. I haven't explained yet, but we will do if we need to. Well, let's find out. Is the correct answer D? It is D. Ignore that sound. That's just saying that Whoops, I Have to Go and myself have been eliminated from the game. Everyone else, you are correct, though. Any factoids there, score count?
Yeah, obviously derived from ver, man, and wolf from Old English and Germanic. Lycanthropy, however, obviously does derive from ancient Greek, although it's not really used until sort of later sort of Greek periods, and interestingly was more often used to describe wolfish traits, so ravenous hunger and sort of beast-like actions more than the actual mythological ability to transform into a wolf.
Ah, interesting. Well, thank you very much for that information. So, early look at the times here. Coolio with the slight lead. You can't see the detail, but we do record the times down to like 10,000th of a second. But Coolio, PCN, Connor, Joe Gateman, Lugaroo, Santa Main, Keshi Head, and Milk Substance all on 1 minute 28 left. All the way down to Westernator, Ramsey, Adster on 1 minute 24. So there's only a few seconds in it. Everything can still change though. So if you're all ready, here comes question number 2. Which president of the United States makes a cameo in Home Alone 2? The options are 43rd, 44th, 45th, or 46th. Yeah, they're not all easy. They're not all easy. Okay, everyone is in. AJT Blue, you did join late. Because of that, we auto-locked you in as soon as we opened the question so that you couldn't put any chips down. So, sorry, you didn't join at the right time. So, unfortunately, you are technically already disqualified. So, we've had to lock you in with no chips down. Of course, I couldn't make it that easy. No. So, how well do you know your ordinal numbers of presidency? Let's see where you've all played. Ooh, very interesting. So, we have Applecast, Gruff aka Arlo, Colo, and Ding, and Westernator are covered A for 43rd. We have a few with B. I think the majority answer has gone with C. And there are actually a couple of Ds. Catnip, Colo, Ding Ding, Big Screen Quiz, Puzzle Mary on High Dan, Giggles, Midget, Jay Turner, Pum Ben, TJ Nayland. In fact, those are all the names that have gone with D, the 46th president. So, I think you all know that the name you're looking for here is Donald Trump, but which president ordinal number did Donald Trump have? Or presently, because they're still incumbent president for the time being. As it looks, Colo and Ding Ding are definitely through because they covered all the answers, but they will lose 3 chips in the exchange. Jay Turner is hoping the answer's not A. They've covered B, C, D. Prug's hoping it's not A or D. Let's see what the correct answer is. The correct answer we're looking for was C, the 45th President of the United States.
I know some people are going to be QI collapsing over this, so let's just skip over that detail. But yes, in his own capacity as the then owner of the Plaza Hotel building, a role which he requested in exchange for allowing filming to take place in said hotel.
Mm-hmm. Oh! Royal Flush with the 20-month resub with the quote. Thank you very much for the 20-month resub there, Ben. Greatly appreciated. So, yes, Donald Trump is the 45th president. There's my information here. It says that the 43rd is George W. Bush, 44th is Barack Obama, and 46th, not yet taken office, but current President-elect Joe Biden is expected to be the 46th president in January of 2021. So we were looking for the 45th, and unfortunately, to Santa Main, Clive's Jup, Applecast, Gruff aka Arlo, Brig, Big Screen Quiz, Puzzle Mary on High Dan, Giggles, and Westernator, he didn't cover the right answer. So for the time being, you are eliminated. However, you still have a second chance if we go to sudden death later. So do sit tight. Do keep that window open in your browser because you may still yet be needed if we go to sudden death. It's an early elimination, but anything could still happen. And how many do we have still left in play? We have 39? No, 27, 30. 30 left in play, sorry. All the way down to Colo and Ding Ding with 7 chips. PCN, Lugaroo, Keshi, Theory Game, Wheel Like Shapes, the top 5 at the moment, still with their 10 chips intact. So yes, for those that have been eliminated, you are gone for now, but you may yet return if we need to see a sudden death question. Everyone else that's still in, though, get ready. Here comes question number 3. Which of these is the title of an American animated TV series featuring Aang, a 12-year-old boy who must save the world from the brutality of the Fire Nation? Options are Icon, the final water twister, Avatar, the last airbender, Symbol, the terminal fire curler, or profile pic, the ultimate earth deformer. Just midget to lock in now. There we go. And those thinking about why it was playing that music so early, it's because we already had players less than a minute left on the clock. I believe Connor, one of those, now on 56.0 seconds. Midget down to 53.8. Pum and Ben on 57.1, currently locked in at those times. That's why it changed the music. Let's see where you all played. I think we have B's across the entire board and not a single answer elsewhere. Wow. Everyone unanimous with a single chip answer on B, Avatar, the last airbender. Unanimous indeed. Correct answer? Indeed it is. B, Avatar, the last airbender.
Yeah, not really too much to add on that one, other than I hope I'm not alone in originally thinking that this actually was an anime. I actually did not think it was a Western thing until a few years ago.
Okay, so as it now stands, PCN with a 2-second lead, but with all 10 chips intact. We still, in fact, have 27 players. 9, 18, 27. I can't count. 27 players with 10 chips. My numbers are all wrong. We do have 39 players still in, from the looks of things. 9, 18, 27, 36. Yeah, 39 players still in. I really can't count. And 27 of them still have 10 chips intact. There we go. Now I can count because and all that stuff. All right. Remaining players, get ready. Here is your next question. Remind me again, what day of Quizmas is it today? Options are the day of Christmas that introduces geese a laying, the day of Christmas that introduces swans a swimming, C, the day of Christmas that introduces lady dancing, or D, the day of Christmas that introduces gold rings. Yeah, I kind of had that on the mind, pop rom comedy.
I'll think like locked in with someone's trying to say.
Ain't Minky the only ones not locked in at the moment. Ain't Minky's locked in. You would have no idea if not for the wipeout. Well, I hope you were paying attention when I said at the beginning that this is the 6th day of Quizmas. What matches to the 6th day? Let's find out. Where did you play? Interesting, very interesting. So I think the majority have gone with A. In fact, everyone apart from Lugaru and is not Christmas has locked in on A. Lugaru's only gone with D, gold rings, and Christmas has gone with C, ladies dancing. But everyone else has put down at least A. ABME, Jimmy T, Mike, Dexbach, and Itogi have covered all the answers, so they're definitely safe, but they will be losing 3 chips in exchange. So, correct answer that we're looking for was, if I can remember my attention button, there it is. It is A, the day of Christmas that introduces six geese a laying, as it were.
Swans are swimming 7, gold rings 5, ladies dancing 9. Geese a laying is one of the ones that's kind of remained relatively unchanged throughout all its variants. The only real variant being ducks a laying, although one sort of amusing variant, 5 hares running. And also some versions where the true gifts are sent by not your true love, but your mother.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
Apparently.
Well, unfortunately, Lugaru and is not Christmas did not cover the right answer there, so you are now gone for now, but you may return if we go to sudden death. So we now have 37 players surviving, all the way down to Ding Ding with 5 chips left, so that's still enough to cover all the possible answers. And we have 16 players now with their opening 10 chips still intact. Keshi now with the time lead, 2 seconds ahead of PCN, Theory Game, and Ralph. Shannamane's internet died. Okay. Presumably you should be able to play on if you're still in, but I think you've got... No, Shannamane got eliminated with Santamane, so you have been eliminated, but hopefully if we come back with sudden death, Shannamane, you'll be able to rejoin. Okay, let's go on to the next question. Derived from a word meaning the root of the taro plant, what Hawaiian word for family is a recurring theme in the Lilo and Stitch franchise? Is it mahalo, aloha, ohana, or lanai? Absolutely, 8. Use the time when you need it. Keep yourself in the game. Still an answer from Car, Shapes, and Ramsey Fox. Just Ramsey Fox now. There we go. Everyone is in. Derived from word meaning the root of the taro plant, which Hawaiian word for family is a recurring theme in the Lilo and Stitch franchise. Let's see where you played. So, Mike is the only one to cover all the answers. No, sorry, Shapes has also done the same. So both of you will be through on this question no matter what. However, you'll be losing 3 chips in exchange. I think everyone, apart from Itogi and TJ Nayland, have agreed on C as an answer. TJ's only gone with B, aloha. Same with Itogi, only gone with B, aloha. A couple of people that have gone with 2 chips and 3 chip answers, but it seems the common answer that people played, the answer that people have played is C, ohana. Correct answer is... It is C, ohana. That was what we're looking for.
Mm-hmm. So derived because it is believed that said plant is there is a local belief that it is their ancestor and the ancestor to life, as it were, the beginning of all things.
Mm-hmm.
Just to run over the other words, courtesy of Lingomaniac. Mahalo is thank you. Lanai is a veranda, and aloha, obviously, hello or farewell.
Indeed. So, unfortunately, TJ Nayland, Itogi, you didn't cover the right answer, so you are out for now, but you may still return if we come back to sudden death. And now we have 35 players left in play. Colo and Mike Dexbach down at the bottom there with 4 chips left to play with, so they can still just about cover all the possible answers. And then at the top end, we still have 11 players with their opening 10 chips intact. Keshi only 1 second lead ahead of PCN. 114 plays 113. Thank you for the follow there, Danny Cuba. Greatly appreciated as well. Welcome. You're just going to have to watch for now, Danny Cuba, but I hope it's very interesting watching. Okay, let's clear out the chats that I don't need. So the remaining players, the remaining 35. Here's your next question. Oh, I do love a glass of Glühwein around this time of year, but what is it more commonly known as in English? Options are sparkling wine, sherry, port, mulled wine. Just AB me to lock in an answer. There we go, everyone is now locked in. Oh, you say wine, do you, DQ? But well, what I would say is please avoid spoilers in chat, but also all 4 answers are technically wines, I think. So this doesn't really narrow it down for you. Let's see where everyone has played. So everyone, apart from Toadboy, has agreed on an answer of D, mulled wine. Toadboy's decided to go with sparkling wine or sherry. We do have quite a few players that have covered all the answers, though. Theory Again, Ramsey, Mechagrams, Cetra, Top of One, Milk-like Substance, Asda, and Midget have all covered all the answers. So they're all definitely through, but they will be losing 3 chips in the exchange. So, I think you could probably tell that the Wein part of that word in German does mean wine. But as I've also said, all 4 of these are sort of wines because some of them are fortified wines, I believe, if the word is correct. Which is the correct wine, though? That's what we're looking for. Correct answer I was looking for was... is D, mulled wine. Mulled wine.
Somewhat translatable as smouldering wine, which is interesting. Sherry and port, both fortified wines, and sparkling wine to some is an abomination. I'm not one of those people.
So unfortunately, they've renamed themselves to Toad is too young for drinking. Maybe. You were the only one to not cover the right answer, so you are out for now. But again, you may return if we come back to sudden death. Oh, Matt the ref's here! Matt! Of course, he doesn't have admin, so I'm going to have to drag him in. Matt, welcome! Welcome, Matt.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. Apologies, I'm quite late. I had a other commitment to attend to, but yeah, who locked me out of the dual commentary box?
Well, I wanted to keep it a secret, so it meant keeping it a secret from everyone else as well, including the commentary box. So.
Oh, right, okay, fair enough. But,
I almost left my keys in the garage.
Also, I just remembered I should probably be sharing the screen for you, so you can see what's happening on stream. So now you can see that. Only Toad Boy not covering the right answer there. Let's just quickly resolve what we got. We now have 34 players left in play from the looks of things, and now only 4 players with their opening 10 tips intact. So that's where we currently are, Matt. How are you doing after this rush to the commentary box?
I am doing very, very good. Very, very good. So looking forward to seeing how this. I'm assuming we've only been playing Duel Royale tonight.
I only have Duel Royale planned at the moment, so we'll see how it goes. It depends on how long this match takes, essentially.
Okie dokie. So who's got the? So I'll wait. I'll wait to see how the next question pans out, so I can do all my stat bot analysis whilst the question's live.
Yep. All right. So that's where we currently are. 34 players still in. As I say, if you have been eliminated, do sit tight because you may come back in sudden death situation if that happens. Remaining players, though, get ready. Here's your next question. If you went to a performance by the late Michael Lotito, what would you be most likely to see him do? Options are jump out of an airplane, fly an airplane, pull an airplane, eat an airplane. Midget, you have 10 seconds left to lock in an answer. Midget is timed out, no more time left there. Carl, you have 10 seconds to lock in an answer. And that is a lock-in. Again, please avoid spoilers in chat because all of these are playing. Please avoid spoilers. Thank you. Let's see where you've all played. So, Midget did not cover anything, even though they're timed out. That's very interesting. They must have pulled the chips off, but didn't leave one on the timer? Very interesting. So, unfortunately, Midget, you've not covered anything, so you will be eliminated. And there's quite a spread. There's quite a few people that have gone with a 4-chip answer. So Catnip, Ralph, 8 Minky, Cast 7th, Theory of Game, and AB Me all covered all 4 answers. So they're definitely through, but they'll be losing 3 chips in the exchange. I would say it's a 50-50 between whether it's jump out of an airplane or eat an airplane as the sort of dominant answer. And yet fly and pull are still close behind. Well, we'll see how well this goes. Correct answer we're looking for was... It is D, eat an airplane.
Indeed. Born in 1950, a lovely Frenchman, otherwise known as Monsieur Mangetout. His diet, and reading off the Guinness World Records page here, his diet since 1966 has included 18 bicycles, 15 supermarket trolleys, 7 TV sets, 6 chandeliers, 2 beds, a pair of skis, a low-calorie Cessna light aircraft, and a computer, and a partridge in a pear tree.
I was waiting for that one to come up.
He said that apparently he claimed that bananas and hard-boiled eggs made him sick. And he did die of natural causes in 2007.
So yes, he is that man who ate an airplane. That's that reference there. So Joe Gateman, Ben's J, DC Simmons, pass the ketchup, please. Pumman Ben proves Jay Turner wrong on purpose. Very interesting play. Naked Grams, Milk Like Substance, Colo, Asda, and Midget. You did not cover the right answer, so you are out for now. And we're down to 21 players left in match. What's the situation? What can you see?
Yeah, so now that I've had time to do all the relevant analysis, so yep, 3 players with their full stack of 10 chips remaining. PCN at the top there with 1 minute and 8 seconds on the clock. I think that's the most of any player left in play. Yes, it is. In terms of who has the well, AB Me is not safe with only 2 chips left in play, so can't cover all of the options. Who's got the lowest amount of time? Well, AB Me, 8 Minky, Jimmy T, and Connor will all have the 20-second buffer.
Yep.
When we restart on the next question. Yeah, 13 players incorrect on that previous question. So yeah, down to 21. I think looking at the chat, I think Ramsey Fox had to leave, so has deliberately exited the game there. So unfortunately, with a player like that, but hey ho, it happens. Question number insert here. Is this?
Yes, because you haven't been tracking how many. I've forgotten myself how many there are. I could probably find out what it is. Okay.
We need something on the display. We need something on the display that says which question it is.
That's true. Although then I can't write questions like which question number is this in future.
Yes,
so those with less than 20 seconds on the clock right now, you'll get bumped up to 20 seconds on the start of this question. And the next question is: in total, how many ghosts visit Scrooge in A Christmas Carol? Your options are 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Ow.
Three seconds, AB Me, and you're locked in. I know it does, Ben, but I still ask it because it's still going to trip some people up, I think. Let's see where you've played. Oh, you're all too good. So majority, everyone apart from AB Me have covered D4. 8 Minky, Mike, Dex back, Ding Ding, AB Me have covered C3. AB Me is the only one to have covered B2. Damn, you're all too good.
We've got a potential quarrel here as well.
Potential quarrel, but I don't think it's going to happen myself.
No.
Because of reasons, because I already know what the question is.
Yeah.
If I forced Ape to pick just one answer, he would have picked D, but he did hedge because he doesn't know if my question writing's that good or not, I think. But I can reveal that the correct answer we're looking for was D4, and they are in order score count.
I mean, I wasn't going to read off the factoid, but okay. Marley's ghost, obviously the one that often forgets. The Ghost of Christmas Past, the Ghost of Christmas Present, and the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come. You don't know why people forget Jacob Marley, because they do make it very clear he's dead at the beginning.
Yep.
Marleys were dead to begin with.
There was no doubt whatsoever about that. The register of his burial was signed by the clergyman, the clerk, the undertaker, and the chief mourner. Scrooge signed it, and Scrooge's name was good upon change for anything he chose to put his hand to. Old Marley was dead as a doornail. Mind, I don't mean to say any of my own knowledge what there is particularly dead about a doornail. Yes. I love that rant. I have it memorised.
Cool. Good to know. So, unfortunately, only AB Me failing to cover the answer there, so they're the only one to be eliminated there. Everyone else, well done. You did cover the right answer of 4. Resolve the board there, and we're down to 20 players now, Matt.
We are down to 20 players. PCN, Grunkle, and Coolio still with a full stack of chips. PCN still with the lead on the time, 1 minute and 4. Though Ralph not too far behind with 1 minute on their clocks. We have 2 players who are not safe in terms of being able to cover all the options. Mike, Dexback, and Ding Ding 321 only with 3 chips, so can't cover all of the answers. We are starting to creep towards the business end in terms of time remaining. As I say, PCN's got more than enough time, as has Ralph,
Mm-hmm.
to make use of. But just one mistake, and we've seen what happens, Ash, on many a duel over the last couple of years. People have got massive time advantage, massive chip advantage, and then one mistake, or they don't RTFQ, and then it's all over.
Time is irrelevant. Thank you, number 2 spot there, saying that. It's relevant. Time is completely relevant. Okay.
Well, he's got an extra 23.9 seconds to think about that.
Absolutely. Right. Here comes the next question. Which specific type of triangle has exactly 2 sides of equal length? Options are isosceles, 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 or isosceles. Thank you, Colo. Five seconds, Jimmy T. Everyone is now locked in. So, is the answer isosceles, 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 or isosceles?
Or is Ben saying scalene?
No, those are 3 different lengths. Let's see what we've played. Okay, everyone has agreed on B. Only Catnip is not native English, fair enough. Go on with A and C as well. GBT's covered all the answers, so they're definitely 3, but we'll lose 3 chips. So, everyone seems to be in agreement that it is ISOSCELES is the correct spelling. I think Ben in chat also said ISOSCELES in chat. Correct answer we're looking for was... Indeed, yes, B, isosceles, spelt like that.
It'll surprise no one that this is from Greek. Through Latin. Yeah, so borrowed from Latin, very similar spell, isosceles. From Greek, I'm not going to try and pronounce this, but borrowed from isos equal skelos and leg and s thing, adjective.
Gurgle Sweetie in chat saying that triangle is sauce. Well, there we go. 20 players are still in, and yeah, a little bit of time thinking there, and well, probably not much really to say there, Matt.
Next.
Okay, just as simple as that. So those with less than 20 seconds, you'll get bumped up back up to 20 seconds. Coolio, one of those actually, with all 10 chips, but with 10 seconds left, so get bumped up to 20. Next question is, in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, how many of Santa's reindeer have a name that starts with the letter D? Options are 1, 2, 3, or 4. Ten seconds, Catnip. 5 seconds, Catnip. It's time. Okay. Yeah, I apparently I am obsessed with the D's. Sorry, Brig. Let's see where you have all played. Okay, so there is an agreement apart from 2 people on C3. Cetra has gone with A or B. Ding Ding has gone with D4. Everyone else has at least agreed on C. Dogfish has covered all the answers, so they're definitely safe. Mike has covered 3 of the answers, hoping that there's at least 2. Well, let's find out what is the correct answer. Correct answer we're looking for was... The answer is C3.
To be fair, I think. I probably should actually say the names of the reindeer first before I make the joke, shouldn't I? That's
Maybe,
a very
yeah.
good idea. That's a very good idea. So you have Prancer, Cupid, Vixen, Comet, Blitzen, and then the ones we care about: Dasher, Dancer, and something Duda, because they keep changing that one's name. Dunder, Donna. Yeah, there's like a bunch of names for that one.
But all start with D.
They all start with D, is the important thing. And it's kind of reasonable that the other reindeer bullies Rudolph, because all of them actually do have their own special meanings, but no one ever remembers them. Only ever remained like Rudolph.
Mm-hmm. So fortunately, Cetra and Ding Ding, you did not cover the right answer, so you two are out for now. But again, you may return in sudden death if that happens. And we're down to 18 players now, Matt.
Indeed, down to 18. We only have 2 players now with a perfect chip stack. Who did we lose in that one? Was it Coolio? Yes,
we lost
was Coolio.
Oh, no, Coolio's a tenor, yeah.
Coolio played 2 chips on that one, which is fair enough. PCN still with... Actually, no, PCN does not have the time advantage anymore. It's Keshi who has it on 47.3. PCN just 0.6 of a second behind on 46.7. Mike Dex back in big trouble here. Just the 1 chip remains. So any mistake from now on, and it is game over in terms of normal gameplay. Yep. Jimmy T, Catnip, and Topper don't have all 4 chips, so can't cover all the options, but they can cover more than one if they feel the need to do so. So 14 players have the possibility to cover all the options if they need to. Let's see what the next question has to offer us.
All right, the next question is... Complete the lyric from ABBA's Super Trooper. I was sick and tired of everything when I called you last night from... Glasgow, Fargo, Tesco, Harlow. Five seconds, 8. And now 18 players are locked in. It's a very interesting little bit on in the factoids here. From whoever wrote this. I spent 20 years of my life thinking this was something else. Genuinely. I'm
just laughing at the alternative answers that are coming up in the chat.
One of these answers is one of these answers on screen right now is the one he thought was the lyric in the song. We'll reveal all in a moment. Let's see where you've all played. Everyone apart from Ralph has locked in on A, Glasgow. Ralph has actually only gone with C, Tesco. Theory of Game has covered all the answers, so they're definitely safe no matter what, but they'll be losing 3 chips in the exchange. 8 Minky, Theory Game, Car 7th, Topper 1, Catnip, Keshi, and Arden Fetz also have put down D, Harlow. It is a bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off. Let's see, what is the correct answer? It is A, Glasgow.
You're not alone, Dogfish.
Dogfish and Loopy won, tied together by thinking that lyric is Tesco. I love it.
I mean, to be fair.
It could have been in Tesco in Glasgow.
I do appreciate the question though, Dogfish. When I saw that question come up, I was like, I have to put that in just because of that factoid.
To be fair, I used to think that Love Me Like You Do was Love Me Like It Too. So, like, why do you want to be loved by a weird bug creature on a cloud with a camera?
And Loopy's always thought it was Tesco as well, so you are tied together in thinking it was Tesco. That's amazing.
Catnip saying that's disappointed there was no Trivago. Yeah.
I guess that could have worked as a rhyme there. So we lose Ralph, unfortunately, there. But Ralph, you could still be back in play if we come back to sudden death. And then there were 17.
Down to 17 indeed. Let's just resolve the board. There we go. So now Theory of Game and Topper 1 joining Mike Dex back on just the solitary chip count. Car, Jimmy, T and Catnip have 2 chips available. Only 11 players now can cover all the options if they need to. PCN and Grunkle still maintaining a perfect run so far with the 10 chips. Who has the time advantage? It is back with PCN, but now down to 44.4 seconds. 17 players left in for this next question.
Next question is... In the final version of her holiday song, Phoebe sings what Friends character's name twice before "Have a Happy Hanukkah"? Options are Monica, Rachel, Ursula, or Joey. Hopefully Ape can remember this answer. This was Ape's question, if my memory serves me right. And everyone is now locked in. Everyone is now locked in. Well, for someone that has no idea, Procyon, you've only put one chip down, so you must be very confident in your one answer. Going with the Adam Sandler strategy, there we go then, that makes sense. Right, let's see where you've played then. Everyone is in agreement on A, at the very least, but look at this block of chips here. Coolio, Scooters, Sam's Turnabout, Connor and Dogfish all playing all 4 chips, definitely through, but we'll be losing 3 chips each. Arn Effects have gone with 3 chips, leaving off D. Car 7 have gone with 2 chips, leaving off B and C. Jimmy T, 2 chips, leaving off C and D. And Catnip, 2 chips, leaving off B and D. So everyone has agreed on A at the very least, so we're all safe if the answer is A. If there's anything else, we will be seeing some eliminations. The correct answer is... You're all safe. It is A, Monica.
Throughout the episode in question, the one was the girl from Poughkeepsie? Is that how you pronounce that? She writes 3 different versions of the song. The first one where she struggles to rhyme dreidel with Rachel.
Oh, lovely.
And Chandler then, when she writes the second version, complains that he's not Jewish.
Okay.
But yeah, in the final version, Monica, happy Hanukkah, saw Santa Claus, he said say hello to Ross. And please tell Joey, Christmas will be snowy. And Rachel and Chandler, handler.
All right. Well, 21 chips are leaving the game there. And we still have 17 players in. But, oh, wow, we now have, 6 players with a single chip left in play.
Yeah, those 6 are in big trouble. Out of those 6, Theory again does have a 1/10 of a second advantage, but how much of that is going to come into play? I suspect not much. Ardenfett on 2 chips, Dogfish on 3. So we've only got 9 players now that can cover all the answers should they need to, and the top 2 still with the maximum of 10 chips, and I'm guessing it's Procyon up there at the very top with a 1.1 second time advantage over Keshi. 17 players left, 9 can cover all the options if they need to. Next question is this.
It is... Nguzo Saba is the name given to the principles of Kwanzaa. How many principles are there in total in Nguzo Saba? Options are 5, 7, 9 or 10. It is the time not just for Christmas, but also for many other festivals, including Kwanzaa. That's why I put this question in, just to, get a little bit more culture out there. Let's see how well everyone's played here. Everyone is in agreement on B7. Coolio and 8 Minky have covered all the answers, so they're definitely through, but again, we'll be losing 3 chips each. Keshi Head's gone with 2, gone with B and C. So has Arden Fett's also gone with B and C. So calculated guess says car. Dang, should have trusted my instincts but got to play it safe. Well, if you've got the chips to play and you want to play it safe, then that is how you play the game. Everyone has agreed on 7. Is 7 the right answer? That it is, B7. Do you want to attempt the pronunciation score count?
Oh God, I was about to say this is your question, so technically it's your job. But you're going to make me say things. Okay.
I mean, I put pronunciation guides in for you if you want to read them.
So Umoja, Unity. I'm going to butcher half of these anyway. Kujija. Oh God, no. I like rehearsing for these things.
Kujichagulia.
There we go. Self-determination. Ujima, that one's easy.
Yeah.
Collective work and responsibility, or teamwork, I suppose. Although then that kind of also collides with this one. Ujama, cooperative money.
There's an extra A on the end. Ujama A.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, there's an extra A on the end. So Ujama A.
Nia, purpose. They literally alternate ones that are easy to say, and then you have Kuumba.
That's right, yeah.
Creativity, and Imani, faith. I think a lot of people would have been able to guess this from the fact that the traditional candle stand for Kwanzaa celebrations has 7 candles on it.
Indeed it does, yes. If you can remember that, then it is a sort of nice reversal of logic there. Everyone is right, though. So only a few chips being lost there from Coolio, Keshi, Ape, and Arnfett. Let me focus the right window and hide the question. We're still with 17 players. But the number of chips left in play is dwindling.
Yeah, we've now got nearly half the players on just one chip, so we are really heading towards crunch time. Keshi, Dogfish, and Coolio with 3. So now only 6 players can cover all of the options. And who was it saying in the chat? Yeah, Ape. Yeah, I'd like to know whatever Proc and Grunk are drinking tonight, because it's obviously working quite well. Good time advantage there for Procyon, 37.7 seconds. I say 17 players. I think we could lose a fair few on the next question, given how many are down to just the one chip. Is this going to be a dual massacre? Let's find out.
Next question is: the shield wall formation known as the testudo derived its name from which animal? Options are ruddy duck, tortoise, elephant, hedgehog. Five seconds remaining, players. I think Theory Game said in chat that they are leaving the game, hence why their one chip is still up and not played. So Theory will get eliminated here. Ape saying, well, I'm out of here. Let's see. Let's see where you've played. Everyone that has played has agreed with B. Tortoise. Connor has covered all the answers, so they're through. But again, we'll lose 3 chips in the exchange. Shapes has hedged with D. Hedgehog. And Keshi also hedged with Hedgehog. But everyone else with a single chip answer on B. Theory is out indeed because they've had to leave, unfortunately. Briggs in chat saying, gotta be, hasn't it? Well, we'll find out. Is the testudo the tortoise? Correct answer is... yes, it is indeed the tortoise formation.
By the way, at this point, I just have to say, if you're interested in Roman things, then Historia Civilis is an amazing channel. Go and watch them. Yes, the tortoise strategy, or testudo, was simply to have the front line put their shields ahead and everyone else to put their shields up and over the head of the soldier in front of them and slowly advance. Contrary to somewhat common belief, this actually wasn't a very typical strategy even in the Roman army. It was generally only used for raids or sieges where you wanted to be very aggressive. In general, Roman strategy was a lot more just prodding each other until one side eventually decided to attack. Which is why Caesar ended up having a lot of military dominance, because he was very good at that game. But there we go.
Okay, so unfortunately we had to say goodbye there to Theory Game, but they departed from the game before answering that question, so it's all fair, and 16 players now remain.
Yeah, 5 chips disappearing into the void on that exchange. We have now got 9 players, 8 players, sorry, with just the one chip remaining. So top of one, Catnip, Carr, Connor, Mike, thanks back. Jimmy T8, Minky, and Ardenfetz no longer able to make a single mistake. Keshi on 2, Dogfish, and Coolio on 3. So now only 5 players can cover all of the options. And incredibly, Procyon and Grunk still on the 10 chips. And Procyon's nearly got a 20-second lead over Grunk. So that could be very important later in the game. How many players have got more than the 20 seconds? I think it's just Procyon and Keshi Head that have more than the 20 seconds of thinking time, so they may choose to use it. Let's see what the next question is going to throw for us.
Next question is, usually used in the context of choral works, what term is used to describe a counterpoint melody that is sung above all other voices, generally in the final verse or chorus as a flourish? Options are soli, descant, melisma, coda.
I can think of someone who is screaming the answer.
Well, I may have talked to them earlier about this specific question.
I've got an interesting little WAV list afterwards.
Oh, there's a lock-in.wav. Just Procyon left, and Procyon is now locked in. Yeah, I think you know this one, Ben, because I talked to you earlier about the wording of the question just to see if it was unambiguous as to the answer. So, interestingly, we have, well, obviously, the bottom 8 already had just the one chip to play with, but Dogfish also joining that fray with no more chips left, so they've played all their remaining chips. Let's see what you've played. Ooh, this is a bit of a scatter. Here. There's no agreement on any given answer.
And we're going to lose either Grunkle or Procyon.
Yeah, this is very interesting. This is going to divide those two. So, only Shapes and Coolio have gone with A solely. So if A is correct, we'll be going to a duel between those two. We have 3 players, that's Shapes, Dogfish, and Top of One, that have gone with C, melisma. So if C is the correct answer, we'll be going to a truel between those 3. Procyon, Scooter Dust, Shapes, Dogfish, Keshi, and Mike have gone with D, coda. So if decoder is the right answer, then we're on to a 6-way duel. Everyone else, the other situation we haven't talked about is B, descant, of which there are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 players that have covered B, descant. So, very interesting. We'll see where this goes. The correct answer that I was looking for was... It is B, descant. As Royal Flush is going, is literally doing the descant version from Hark the Herald Angels singing. Singing choirs of angels, singing exultation. Except 1 octave higher than that because it's supposed to be soprano.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would have gotten this through process of elimination since I do know the other 3 terms. Without looking at the toys.
Whatever. It was a different song. I was mixing it up with a different one. Either way.
But yeah, coda isn't strictly the ending, Procyon. A coda is a marking point from which you advance to the next phase of the phase of the track. It usually is the ending, but not always. It's a repeat. It's a form of repeat marking in essence. And I think, is that Ben coming in to have a...
It is Ben.
Yes, Ben is going to describe the 4 different answers here, I presume. Hello there, Ben.
Hello, mate. I couldn't help myself a little bit. I only wanted to come in and do the Sing Choirs of Angels bit.
Sing choirs
of angels, sing in exultation.
That's the one.
Sing on his... That's what I am.
Yeah, Citizen from Above, yeah.
Right, I'm going to stop now. That was all. Yeah, so soli is multiple solos. Descant is as described. Melisma is in something like Zadok the Priest or Unto Us a Child is Born. Unto us a son is given, unto us a... Something like where you've got one consonant over several million notes. And coda is the bit. The coda is the bit at the end of the beat piece, normally to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Bye. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Thank you for the guest commentary there. Yeah, but this what used the runs. Yeah.
At least he actually knew he was coming in this time.
Yes, we are going to get DMCA for that. Unfortunately, a live DMCA. Sorry, Twitch. So yeah, just like that, Procyon's out there along with Shapes, Keshi, Topo at One Gaming, and Mike Dexbach. So that leaves us with our top 11.
We've lost 5 players, including the player who was top going into that exchange. So it just shows how quickly this game can change. Yeah, we've only now got 11 players left. Only 3 of them can cover all of the options, and obviously Grunkle top there on 10 chips. Coolio can't cover all of them, but has obviously got multiple options available, and we've got 7 players on just the 1 chip. And just a little side note, I was absolutely screaming the answer on that one because when I was a wee lad, I did sing the discount at my local church. I was in church choir.
I played it a couple of times on trumpet as well, the local church on the New Year's Christmas Eve services. So I'm familiar with the descants as well.
Yeah, and thank you, Carl, for noting that. Everyone is now within the 20-second bracket, so the time advantage is gone at this point. It is solely down to chips. SpaghettiOs, yes, you're well within your right to say that, Procyon, but hang around because, as we've seen on Dual Rail before, who's that's just come in? Told you so.
Don't worry, they're going to get penalised anyway, and they'll just get booped.
They're going to get penalised. Well, Ash, what are you, 0 the 3rd?
Yes. So yeah, don't worry. Even though they've joined, they'll get knocked down to auto lock in, so they'll get eliminated.
They'll get a red card. Okay. 11 players left, 20 seconds on the clock. Next question is this.
So we now have Grunkle and Grunklee. That's definitely confusing. Right. And, Grunkle said they changed their name and a new player showed up. Oh.
Uh-oh. Are we going to see Grunkle drop out on this because he's done a bit of a boo-boo?
I can see him now hitting set name, and it's been assigned to WebSocket, whatever that is. So I presume he now has re-control of his game, from the looks of things. Yeah. And the other one is Grunk E with an I, capital I-E, I can see. So hopefully, Grunkle, you should have control of your accounts back. And I'm back. What did I miss?
Name, folks.
Oh, hang on. Who said that? Oh, that's them down here. We can ignore that. That's someone else. Dylan, that's all. Well, we'll find out in a moment what happens. But hopefully you should have control. Oh, please, second place person, can you please not be Grunk IE?
Okay. Yeah, that's
Here is your next question. Which of these seas is usually covered with ice for half the year? The options are White Sea, Yellow Sea, Red Sea, Black Sea. Also, they didn't get booped, which is very interesting. But they got a timeout, so it doesn't matter. Hopefully, Grunkle can lock in an answer. We'll find out. Yes, he can. Grunkle has control of his account.
Wow.
So that player's not locked any chips down, so they're going to get booped anyway. It's fine. Well, when you look at that, Grunkle for the first time deviating from 9 chips remaining on locking an answer down to 6 chips remaining.
All 4 chips.
All 4 chips down. So they're definitely through, but losing 3 chips the first time in the game. Let's see who he played. Well, we knew Grunkle covering all 4. Sam Sorry went with 3, went with everything apart from the Yellow Sea. Scoot Dust went with 2, went with White and Black Sea, leaving off the Yellow and Red Sea. And then it is AAA, B for Dogfish, C for Jimmy, A for Catnip, B for Good Night, C for Connor Good Night, and D for Arden Fetz. So not unanimous on any particular answer. It's possible we could be going to a quarrel, it's possible we could be going to another quarrel, and it's possible we could be going to a duel.
4 players out at least.
Correct answer we're looking for was... It is the White Sea. The White Sea.
I mean, yeah, simple enough. Although some people do suggest that the name comes from the reflection of the color of the sky, since could due to its very northern position. Even when it isn't ice, very white skies ahead means it does appear white. Although, interestingly, according to factoids and other things, the Black Sea did freeze over for the first time in 62 years back, just a few years ago in 2017.
Okay, well, we hide that away. Unfortunately, now we lose a couple more players, and we're down to 7 players now.
7 players, 3 players on the 1 chip. Scutia, Sansa, Coolio have multiple chips available, but they can't cover all 4. And Grunkle, for the first time, loses chips to the Void. Grunkle down to 7 chips, so still has a significant advantage over his 6 opponents. But as we've already seen tonight, if you fail to cover the wrong answer, it doesn't matter how many chips you have, how much time you have, you will be eliminated and sent to the Void. Next question is this.
Well, thank you for that YouTube subscription, whoever that was. I still need to turn it off. I'm sure I turned it off, but apparently I've not. But thank you for the YouTube subscription, nonetheless. So, down to 7 players. We still have a few more questions in my list. We're not exhausted my list yet, so we're not into random picks territory yet. Next question is... In what year did astronauts Tom Stafford and Wally Schirra first perform the song Jingle Bells from Space? Options are 1965, 1967, 1969, 1971. It's going to be a tough one, this. 5 seconds. Everyone is in. 5 players locking in their remaining chips. Coolio still holding one back. Grunkle has only played 1 chip from the looks of things. Can Ape barter for a chip? Unfortunately, I can't do that, Ape. Sorry. Royal Flush would have said 65 if he had just the 1 chip to play. Well, let's see where everyone's played. 4 players have gone with A, 1965. 5 players have gone with B, 1967. No one has gone with 1969. And only Scooter Dust has gone with 1971. So, from this point, we either go to sudden death, go to a quarrel, go to a quid torrel, or we have a winner in Scooter Dust. Those are our 4 possibilities here.
Quibble.
A quibble, probably.
Quibble, quirrell, quibble.
Yeah,
quibble.
something like that. Right. The correct answer is... It is A, 1965.
This is your question. You may as well.
Yeah, I guess. Broadcast from Gemini 6, and in fact was the first ever song that was broadcast from space. Not just a Christmas song, but also the first ever one that was broadcast and performed from space, specifically.
But we're no longer at Gemini 6, we're at Gemini 4.
We are down to 4 players now, yes, in Grunkle, Scooter Dust, Samster and Coolio. They are the final 4. From space! I had to put the words from space in because of that. Exactly from that. So, unlucky there to Catnip, Car 7th and Nate Minky, but you were 2 years out. I'm afraid you are now out for the time being, but...
This is not Top Master.
But, yeah, it's not 1 year out. Well, you may still come back if we go to sudden death, which is entirely possible because, well, if I hide this away, there's only really 1 player that's got advantage here to cover all the possible answers.
Yeah, pretty much done my job there, Ash. Yeah, Samson Scooter still with the 1 chip, but still hanging on. You only need a chip to win this game. Clearly has 2, so a bit helpful, but as I said, Grunkle with 7. So could still afford to cover all of the options on the next 2 questions. A significant advantage, but it doesn't guarantee. I say unless he throws all the chips down. That hello, that was a nice screen there.
Mhm.
It doesn't obviously guarantee that he will win this. We've seen what happened. But anyway, let's see what the next question has to offer.
Next question is: Joss A. Bank is an American company involved with what industry? Options are health, finance, transport, or retail. Thank you, Ape, for finding this. 10 seconds. 5. That is time. Samson and Scooter just playing the chips they have. Coolio again holding one back while they can. Grunkle's down to 5 chips left, not played. Let's see what they've played. Everyone has agreed on D retail. Only Grunkle has gone with A health as well. So if it's A or D, then Grunkle will be losing a chip. If the answer is A health, then Grunkle will take the win. If the answer is B finance or C transport, we will go to sudden death. And if the answer is D retail, then we continue on in this remaining quarrel. Correct answer we're looking for was... Yes, they're right, it is D retail.
Founded by a Mr. Charles Bank and his son, the titular Joseph A. Bank, at the age who joined the company at the age of 11.
Mm-hmm. And
Way back in 1866.
Very well done finding that's about Joss. The O is styled up rather than down, so sort of it's mostly styled like that. But yeah, I did like it was Joss. It was a nice find. So Grunkle with 6, Coolio with 2, Scooter Dust and Samster with 1 left.
Just the one chip disappearing. Just the one chip disappearing from Grunkle, and I think he did say he would sacrifice a chip for 8, which was all rather noble, but it could be an undoing later on.
Well, we'll find out. We still haven't exhausted my list just yet. We're getting close to the end, though. We are getting very close to the end, but not just yet. Okay, here comes your next question. Which of these gifts appears in both Jeff Foxworthy's Redneck 12 Days of Christmas and Sunrise Skater Kids 12 Days of a Pop Punk Christmas? Good luck. Options are wrestling tickets, snapback hats, cardboard signs, or flannel shirts.
Try working this out in 20 seconds.
10 seconds. 5. And that is it. Grunkle down to 4 chips after that. So again, it has played an extra chip. Coolio's played all the remaining chips. Scooter Dust has played their remaining chips. And Bye Bye has played their remaining chip. Let's see what they've played. Oh, look at that! So, very interesting reading here. If the answer is A, wrestling tickets, Grunkle takes the win. If the answer is B, snapback hats, Coolio takes the win. If the answer is C, cardboard signs, Scooter Dust takes the win. If the answer is D, flannel shirts, then we will lose Scooter Dust, but Grunkle, Coolio, and Bye Bye will remain in play. So we are losing at least 1, but we could have a winner in 3 of these scenarios. The correct answer is... Also, I love the diagonal formation.
Turnabout, anyone?
We have to say goodbye to Scooter Dust. The answer is D, flannel shirts. You are muted, score count.
Score?
Good. I pressed the right button. You're used to me doing that at this point. So yeah, no, there are 11 wrestling tickets in Redneck 12 Days Christmas, and 2 snapback hats and 9 cardboard signs in 12 Days of a Punk Rock Christmas. However, there are 5 flannel shirts in Redneck and 6 flannel shirts in Pop Punk. Both of these songs are raging blatant cheating, because there is also a tin of Copenhagen rather than 10. And after 2 snapback hats, I debate the validity of a pair of skinny khakis. I debate the validity of that.
Well, we have to say goodbye to Scooter Dust, and we're now down to a truel between Grunkle, Coolio, and Samster.
Yeah, and Grunkle is leaking a few chips here, down to 5, so can still cover all the options, but probably can't afford to do so for much longer. Coolio and Saps are just hanging on with the 1 chip. It is well and truly into sort of the business territory of Duel Royale. Let's see what the next question is going to bring up for us. Is it possibly going to drop us to a duel? Is it going to give us a winner, or will it throw us all to sudden death? Let's find out.
We will find out. Here is your next question. Which of these people would be likely to use chuchotage as part of their day-to-day work? Oh, sorry, chuchotage, should I say, chuchotage. Options are a pastry chef, a language interpreter, a medieval knight, a news anchor. A chuchotage. And all 3 are locked in. And all of them have played a single chip from the looks of things as well.
Yep.
Where have they played? They've all agreed on B, a language interpreter. No other chips anywhere else. The answer is... it is indeed B, a language interpreter.
Whispering or muttering the language, the interpretation into the ear of the person that needs to hear it, so to speak. Very stressful.
Mm-hmm. So, no chips lost there. Time's the same. Not much to say there, Matt.
Next.
I was going to say, apparently nothing. Okay. Get ready, here's your next question. Who run the world? Girls, at least according to Beyonce. But what kind of world would we live in if the worst or least qualified people ran it? Your options are a cretocratic one, a kleptocratic one, a kakistocratic one, or a critocratic one. 10 seconds. Now it's time. So either a cratocratic, or a kleptocratic, or a kakistocratic, or a cretocratic. And again, from the looks of things, each have played just a single chip. Where have they played? All of them have played on C, a kakistocratic one.
Oh dear.
This question is too real, possibly, Ape. Well, the correct answer we're looking for this one was... is indeed C, a kakistocratic one.
Yeah, obviously all 4 of these words deriving from kratos, to rule. Kakistocratic deriving further from kakistos, worst. Krateros is strong, so essentially a military rule. Krito comes from krites, judge, and klepto, Matt?
I'm thinking something along the lines of kleptomaniac, so a thief, is it?
A kingdom ruled by thieves, yes.
Mm-hmm. So all 3 getting it...
I just like the alternatives of craptocratic and kethocratic.
Oh, jeez. Kethocratic. Well, again, no chips lost there. Players stay as they are. Not much to say again, Matt.
See, this is the problem. It gets to the point in Duel Royale and normal Duel when I just become redundant at this stage.
It's just the format, I'm afraid, Matt. Sorry.
Yeah, but I don't have any, obviously, the normal stats from the tournament to offer. So, yeah. Next question.
Okay. Next question is: if you played the word trumpet on your first turn on a clean English language Scrabble board, what is the highest score you could possibly achieve? 20 seconds. Options are 78 points, 92 points, 28 points, 42 points. 10 seconds. Grunkel's in with all chips down.
Oh, hello.
Samster's in. Coolio's in. This is where Grunkel plays the chip advantage because they know they are safe. Samster and Coolio, however, are not. They only have the one chip to play. Things are going to happen now. Well,
Oh, Sam just thinks he's got this wrong in the chat.
let's find out where they've played. So,
Ooh.
as I said, Grunkel's covered all the answers A, B, C, D. I forgot the bonus, aka Samster's gone with C, 28. Coolio has gone with A, 78 points. So Grunkel, we know, is safe. And in 2 scenarios, Grunkel can win if the answer is either B, 92 or D, 42. If the answer is A, 78 points, then we'll be losing Samster. If the answer is C, 28 points, then we'll be losing Coolio. Does this imply someone else? No, because it says on a clean board, so you will be the first to play. That's why the term clean is there, because you would be the first one playing on this board. If you were second, the board would not be clean. There would be other chips there, technically. But tiles, not chips. Got duel on the mind. Okay. Well, shall I put at least Grunkel out of his misery? I can say that D42 and B92 are wrong answers. So Grunkel's not taking the win just yet. But we will be losing one player, either Samster or Coolio, and we'll be down to a duel.
I think we know where this is going.
The correct answer is... The answer is A, 78 points.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's pointing out the main logic behind this, but just to add up all the points, the T, the R, the U, the two T's, the R, the U, and the E are 1 point each. That's 5. The M, that's 8. The P goes on the double letter. That's another 6 for 14. On the double word score for the opening move, that's 28. And then 28 plus the 50 for a bingo is 78. And also, yeah, spoilers, guys. Come on. You know better.
Yes, spoilers and things like that. So yes, all of that added up. Yeah, Samster missed off the bingo for using all the tiles in one move for an extra 50 points. So Samster, it's been fun. Unfortunately, you are out for the time being, but given that Grunkel used all 4 chips, we're in a very interesting situation now, and sudden death is a possibility. Matt, what can you say?
Okay, you're sort of rounding it up for me. Yeah, Grunkel 2 chips, Coolio 1 chip. This is going to be a real head-to-head battle now. Grunkel, obviously, the Series 2 champion. Coolio, I can't remember if they played in Duel 3 or Duel 2.
Pretty sure they were a non-qualifier, but Coolio can correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, and I think if anything, I would say it's probably more likely, if anything, now that this could go sudden death. It is highly likely that obviously, you know, a mistake could be made. We've seen it happen all throughout the night. Let's see if this next question will trip either or both of them up. They're all cheering for sudden death in the chat.
Well,
Okay.
we have reached the end of my predetermined list of questions, so now we are random picking from whatever is left that we have not seen before.
Are these used questions that are coming up, Ash?
These will now be unused questions coming up that we have
my
not seen
goodness.
yet. So, Grunkel and Coolio, good luck. Here is the first randomly picked question from the database. If an animal has the species name of longy penis, okay, it is a reference to the size of the animal's what? Is it head, mouth, wings, or feet? That had to happen, didn't it, with random picking? Longy penis. What does it mean? 10 seconds, Coolio. It's a serious game. There's £20 of Steam gift cards on the line here between these two.
Welcome, you remember bingo cards, everyone.
Yep, absolutely. Why is penis not a choice? Well, sorry, Procyon. Let's see what you've played. Both have gone with C, wings, and in agreement. So they're either staying in a duel or sudden death beckons. Correct answer is... It is indeed C, wings.
I can't even. I'm not even going to comment on this. You're a bunch of dicks, all of you. There we go. Bad joke over. Yeah, I have little else to say on that. It is what it is. I can't even find the derivation for it that quickly.
Okay. Situation stays the same, Matt.
It does indeed. Score, you might find the derivation in the dictionary.
Wait a minute. There we go.
Anyway, we're going to move on. Grunkle Coolio. Here's your next question. Before becoming the president of Uganda in 1971, Idi Amin was a championship boxer under which boxing ranking? Options are super middleweight, light heavyweight, cruiserweight, heavyweight. Oh! Coolio is in. Grunkle, 10 seconds. 5 seconds, Grunkle.
Oh!
All the chips are down. All of the chips are down. That really is a question and a half, just to come out of nowhere. So, all the chips are down, but... where are they? None of us know where they all are. Grunkle knows where they've played, and Coolio knows where they've played, but we don't know the full picture. Let's reveal all. There is an agreement on B, light heavyweight. Grunkle using their chip advantage to also cover the other heavyweight that's listed up here. So, if the answer is super middleweight or cruiserweight, we will be going to sudden death. If the answer is light heavyweight, we will be continuing on in a duel, and it will be 1 chip each. If the answer is D, heavyweight, then Grunkle will take the win. The correct answer is... I typed something, I don't know what I did. We are into perfect duel territory. It is B, light heavyweight.
Indeed. Can't get a weight classification, the exact weight in the classification, but he stood at a hulking 1.93 meters.
Jeez, that is
Ouch,
tall.
That's very, very tall indeed. I'm just looking for the Duel 2 data as quickly as because obviously we have our Duel 2 champion with us. So let's see. Just having a quick check on something because I'm just trying to think whether Grunkle actually won his Duel 2 final with the just the 1 chip. He actually managed to win. Yeah, he only needed the 1 chip. Sorry. To win the final. So yeah, we have a 1 chip shootout. It is not sudden death, but yeah, any mistake from either of these two, and they will gift the so it was £20 Steam voucher. You say it was that?
Yeah.
To their opponent. If they both get it wrong, then it opens it up to what is it? 9, 18, 27, 26, 45, 52 players.
Not all of them are still with us because I joined in as an example. I know that Theory Game left. There's a couple of others that have left. So not all of them, but yeah, we're in the ballpark of 50 player sudden death.
There are nearly 50 players probably sitting in the chat saying, please get this question wrong. But let's see what happens.
Indeed, let's see what happens. So, Coolio and Grunkle, here's your next question. You hear me, kid? The mob boss yells as he sweats nervously in front of him. Steal a Vermeer painting for me, not anyone else's, and the cash is yours. Which are you going to try and take? Options are the Night Watch Mister, the Ambassador's boss, the Milkmaid Sir, the old guitarist chief. Can you decipher the question? Sorry, I can't use that term anymore, can I? 5 seconds. Grunkle's in. Coolio is in. Right. Can you all figure out what this question is asking? Steal a Vermeer painting. So presumably we are looking here for painting by Vermeer. The rest is just pure decoration. Let's see what they've played. We have a split. Coolio has gone with the Ambassador's boss. Grunkle has gone with C, the Milkmaid Sir. So, we end regular play here.
No spoilers, guys. Come on.
No spoilers. If the answer is B, the Ambassador's boss, Coolio will take the win. If the answer is C, the Milkmaid Sir, Grunkle will take the win. If the answer is A, the Night Watch Mister, or D, the old guitarist chief, then we're going to sudden death. It all comes down to the reveal of this answer. For £20 of Steam, is it going to one of these two players, or is it going to possibly anyone in a sudden death scenario? The correct answer is... It is C, the Milkmaid Sir, and Grunkle takes the win!
Bravo, Grunkle, well played.
Night Watch by Rembrandt, Ambassadors by Hans Holbein Younger, Old Guitarist by Pablo Picasso, Milkmaid by Vermeer.
So there we go. Grunkle proving once again how good he is at Duel. Taking the win in Duel Royale for prize. Very well played though to Coolio, who was for such a long time playing with just a couple of chips in hand, ending there, just missing the correct answer and taking a very good second place. But Grunkle, congratulations, you are the winner. Ooh, wow. That was quite something. I did not think it would get to such an interesting end at the end, but it worked off. It paid off. Score count. What's your thoughts here?
Lot of definitely interesting questions and a lot of interesting chip play. Obviously Grunkle was very aggressive with his chip play very early on. Conserved himself all the way. As for Coolio, you better be filling in your application. You better be getting ready to fill in your application form.
Oh yeah.
That's all
Oh yeah. For when we do Duel Season 4, then you're definitely a contender with that. I mean, it's a strong word. It is a strong word because there's a lot of other stuff to do before then. I know that we still have Golden Mind to play at, which will be happening on Friday. Catnip's doing another episode on Friday of Golden Mind. We also have, I think, in the Waterworks, potentially Only Connect to come back as well. So we might be running a short tournament of Only Connect at some point. I obviously still want to do stuff on Time Shock when that comes up, which may or may not happen at the end of the year. It might happen a bit later because time pressure is a thing, and all sorts of things. So
I think it's a matter of less, like, it probably will happen, but it might not happen for a good while.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be more than the 124 days that I reference at the end of Duel Season 3. But yes, so just, Procyon, we last say last year, we did a tournament format of Duel. You can see it all in the various highlights and clips in Ash's Twitch account thing. And yeah, I think we've still got to work out how we're going to do the tournament format. But yeah, Duel 4 will be.
Whiskers is being bribed.
Huh? I can't see it because I've got Twitch closed. Never mind.
Fair enough. But yeah, there has been some initial mutterings behind the scenes, very slow mutterings, because obviously trying to get everything else sorted. But I definitely have some ideas that I'm going to try and field and see what happens. But ultimately, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to Time Shock and only connect a little bit. So I'm definitely more than happy to wait until we have an idea.
We started Duel Season 3 in January, and we got it finished September, October time. It really did take a long time to sort out.
So we need to work out how to streamline it.
Exactly. We are not going to do the 3 Duel streams in a week, because that absolutely killed all 3 of us. I think it's fair to say.
We're just going to vamp for time for the next 9 minutes until it's regular stream ending time. I think.
I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, because I don't want to start a new theme, because otherwise we'll be here until midnight if I did do that. But yeah, it's just.
Can I do a mini plug, Ash?
Depends what the thing is, but sure.
Okay. Basically, I'm probably going to be looking to do like a New Year's Eve quiz on my.
Oh, hang on! Before you do that, DC Simmons has just done something. It's the National Lottery, brought to you by DC Simmons, gifting out subs to Ben's J, CD Ray, and Punman Ben from space. Thank you for the generous gifts of subs there, DC Simmons. That is amazing. Sorry, Matt, you were saying.
That's okay. So yeah, I'm going to be looking to do just a little New Year's Eve quiz on my stream. Nothing fancy. You basically just need pen and paper to take part. Just to round the year off. But also I'm aware, I think as we all are, that there are some people who will be spending New Year's Eve on their own. So invite your friends, invite your family. Let's all just have a really good time on New Year's. I'll get around to sorting out the details later on. But yeah, if you're interested, drop me a DM in the Discord. It's just something nice to round the year off.
Yes, absolutely. Scorekit, you have anything to say? Oh, hang on, because we gotta wait. We've got to wait for Random Zombie here first. The count works. Thank you for the 16-month resub there, Random Zombie, and all of the @bash doots. Doot @bash, this is an instruction. Yeah, something like that. Sorry, Scorekit, you were saying?
I don't have anything particularly special to plug, unfortunately. I'm a rather boring man over this Christmas. I was hoping to get a certain project of mine off the ground by then, but haven't been able to kind of get work on that done yet. Eventually, I'll have something interesting to share.
Well, I'll quickly share on stream what I've done so far with Time Shock. It's not much. I mean, those that were in the Discord yesterday, they know about the sum total of what I've done so far. But it looked pretty and things. It looked like LED boards and stuff. And I'm just waiting for.
Overworked himself.
It really, to add the LED effect, was 10 minutes of work.
I mean, to be fair, yes, but everything else.
Again, what you saw, all of that was literally like 4 hours work.
But you were doing it whilst we were talking at you.
Yeah, and? Your point being?
I'm trying to stick up for you here. We were talking over you about random bullshit.
Yeah, and that's
Not much
what I
changes.
would normally be hearing at work is people talking about things that I'm not related to. So,
Did you see Arsenal last night?
oh, they're not like that. There's a couple of people at work that do follow the football, but it's not Arsenal. It's more the local teams and that. But yeah,
The two Sheffield clubs.
and there it is. There you go. There's the nice effect.
I can't do the sort of chair raising thing. It's like I can't do it.
Oh yeah, that thing. Yeah. And then you've got that thing which has different things, and if I take the idle animation off, then you get to see it like that. Yeah, fun. And then you have the final mode, which if I play the timer, then you get to see it do things, and it looks nice and stuff. And you get the correct answer, and it all looks brilliant. The best part is you can reuse the board as a Wheel of Fortune puzzle board. Yeah, you probably could actually. Yeah, it kind of looks like that.
True.
I think Ben might have something to say about that.
So yeah, this is what it's looking like at the moment, and it's functional and things. Obviously, you need to plug it in with questions, which is going to be very difficult to write lots of questions for. But yeah, things and stuff.
Yeah, this is where someone invariably says, "Oh, it's not going to be as hard as 500 questions, is it?"
Do we really have to answer that question?
600 and odd, actually. I forgot the exact number that I worked out, but it's a lot.
Good one, Ben. Yeah, it looks like Skytrack from Gladiators. Yeah.
Yeah, I can sort of see that as well. So yeah, that's what it looks like at the moment, and I'm doing work on it and things. So soon TM. That's all I'm going to say with that is soon TM, because I don't want to affirm a date anymore because it's going to be a lot of stuff. But soon TM is that, and things and stuff, and 98 followers away from 1,000 follower special, whatever that will be. So in the meantime, tomorrow there isn't a Quizzy Dan's bingo because he's finished for the year. I guess there might be some stuff happening in Discord on that day. So
650, give or take.
Oh, that's a number of questions. Well, okay, that's a lot.
Writing,
Hopefully,
everyone.
well, hopefully it's not going to be as bad because we're writing shorter questions and these slightly easier questions, but still. I hit it on Saturday, you're right, Toad Boy. Yes, so after Ben's stream on 8 p.m, where he's going to be... Is he doing the next... Is it? No, it's not the next... I forget if it's the next day of Quizmas on Saturday or not. It is. It is the next day of Quizmas. So there's another day of Quizmas on Saturday at 8 p.m, where Ben will be playing something, and then after that will be Hit It over on the Hit It server. There's links in that in my Discord about that. Toad Boy and Yoshi are going to be hosting that on the Hit It Discord server. And oh yes, next Tuesday is the downtime day for Ben. I will be back next week with Wednesday and the Friday, and that's my last. That's my Wednesday and Friday, but not all, because I then have the other Wednesday left. That's all good. So yeah, Wednesday and Friday or whatever. I forget what we planned. Yeah, I have the 33rd. Yeah, so Wednesday, Friday, Wednesday next week and the week after is what I have left. We've got it planned. We've got it planned. Don't worry.
Is the plan running?
I don't know. So thank you again, everyone, for watching and playing. I hope you had fun with Duel. As I say, Friday, Catnip is doing Goldmine again at 8 p.m. on this channel. Ben, Saturday, follow up that with Hit It. And then Tipster, I believe, is back with the Pinnacle Larder this Sunday if his technical gremlins are out of the way. I know that he's also been doing some... In fact, is he on now? Because I know that he was doing some Assassin's Creed this week. Is he actually on now? If he is, then we can go and raid him. He's not. Unfortunate. I was going to say we could easily go and raid him if he was, but he isn't.
Okay.
But some of the times during the week, he probably will be playing that again. So go and give him a follow if you're not already doing so. And on Sunday, he'll be doing some more Pinnacle Larder pub quizzy kind of stuff. So until then, I think that's it. Thank you, everybody. Words and stuff. Bye.
Night.
I'm professional, me.